We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 5. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. These two teams all tied after 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A nice little juke. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Logan Wilson
In there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's going to make everything happen.
Way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills draw a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. That's Isabella open on the right side. Touchdown! Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's McKenzie. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that 1st down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort, love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage. So if you're a play caller and you wouldn't ended up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to throw now on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting.